SEO Secrets with Josh Paszynski. That would be me. If you've never seen the show before, we are the finest place on the YouTube to get information about SEO and GEO, as we're now branching off into this new wild and woolly area. Is GEO a thing? I've been pushing back against it for a while now. So people might be like, what? Josh is saying GEO is a thing now? It might be. I'm going to show you some of the stats today I put out for my newsletter, my Long Live SEO newsletter. I put out a recent study. I put out a number of studies. But I'm going to put out a recent case study about GEO and whether or not you need to care about it. And in SEO University, my mentorship group, we've been testing it. I've done 2 tests. I'll show you. Beep, beep, beep. We have, oh, look, good. I'm also live as well. Fantastic. And there was noise. Good. Okay. So if I go here to the SEO University repository, you can see we've now added ChatGPT testing. We already added YouTube testing. We have chat, we have a knowledge base, we have years of testing here. We have more courses than you could ever want to watch in your life. But you must watch or watch this. It gives you an idea of how important they might be. And that is the curated list. But in GPT testing, I've now done a second test. So we know how they do query interpretation, how they manipulate the stack. We know where to place keywords, how their rag, the equivalent of their indexing, crawling, and categorizing. We know how that works. See, we just did these tests recently, so you can get access to these courses as well. Email me, and I can help you out with that. In fact, I'll give you my email address now. Just to be professional and things. I guess there should be an email address here. I guess there should be. So a couple of so that's what we're talking about today. Plus, I'm going to talk about the Halloween Google update. Google loves to make an update, a major one, right before any kind of economic situation, right around any kind of vacation where they think SEOs are not paying attention, so they could sneak little things by us. So we're going to talk about that. I've analyzed it. I know what's going on there as well. I'll talk about that as well. I've done some analysis, and in the course of my knowledge of every single update they've done in the last 3-ish years, at least, maybe closer to 4-ish years. I know what they're doing, so I can make some pretty confident, educated guesses and declarations there. But before we get to that crucial information for people who want to rank past Halloween and people who want to move forward in GEO, let me get a few house cleaning things out of the way. So as I said before, we are probably the best, longest running SEO, how to make money with organic traffic kind of show. It's been the Google show for the last 15 years, but we've now included ChatGPT, which is weird. It feels weird to talk about a different company and a different engine. You can get the traffic in, but that's where we are. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hammer the like and subscribe if you guys don't mind. I need to get more active people. I have 20,000 subscribers on my list, but not a lot of people listen and watch because that's how long I've been doing it. They just cycle out. So they're still there, but they're not active anymore. So I need to get more fresh blood. So please share this, send this out to people. If you share this out to somebody, and please let me know who you shared it to, and I can put you in a raffle for a free SEO audit. That's right. My SEO audits save lives. That's a bit hyperbolic. I apologize. My SEO audits don't save lives, but they do save jobs and they do save businesses. So if you want your business to succeed in SEO and maybe even know how to branch into GEO, there is nobody else out there with the finer information. Now you might be like, hey Josh, other people are talking about GEO. What makes you different? They're lying, quite frankly. Based on the scientific testing I've done, everything they said is wrong. So either they don't know how to do science, or they didn't do it at all and are just espousing what, hey, I have a tool that sells schema, so I'm going to say that GEO uses schema, and then I'm going to tell everyone to do schema. That's not what I do. I have a mentorship group, and I say, this is how it works, and this is what you need to do. I have no allegiance to any other particular thing like that. So I can tell you the truth. That's a little something that we've forgotten in 2025, with all the chaos, something called the truth, proven by science or some kind of attempted scientific method to test it. So yeah, guys, this is the best place. Guys, I'm here. I work with you. It's a symbiotic relationship. I find the knowledge, you guys benefit from it, and in some way, shape, or form, you pay me for that eventually down the line. And that's how this works. It has worked for 10-ish years or so. Okay, so well, longer. I mean, I've been doing SEO consulting for 28 years, but both in-house consultant. I've done every kind of SEO there is, for every kind of SEO there is, including, as I say, all the way from not-for-profit to porn, all the way from local to global, and all of the above. Sorry, my earbud here is screwed up. It's caught on something, and it's really driving me crazy. I need it in case somebody starts talking or some noise happens or something like that. Okay, so yeah, so make sure to like and subscribe. The show really appreciates it. Really helps me do this show. A lot of people rely on what I talk about, so please like and subscribe so I can continue doing it. Also, if you want to join in so this is a Zoom call. There's people on the Zoom call. If you want to join the Zoom call and ask private questions or ask me anything after the show, you can do that. Again, email me. I can get you subscribed to that. I can get you subscribed to my email. I can get you on. Well, if you subscribe to my email, you'll get the invitations for the Gmail for the Zoom. Too many things. Too many things this morning. Okay, sorry. I have to take a sip of my gross protein shake / with coffee in it. At least it's not a chicken breast smoothie. Ew, that's gross. Anyone know what I'm talking about there? Oh, disgusting. Okay, and it tastes good. Looks gross. Tastes good. Okay, and yes, also you can ask me anything as well. If you're watching on the YouTubes, please fire any questions on the right-hand side. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Again, I have an encyclopedic knowledge of how SEO works, and have now, as far as I know, the most knowledge on how to rank in ChatGPT. I don't know anyone else out there publicly saying things I'm saying or has tested it in the way that I've tested it. Maybe in Blackout World, there's some like secret forum somewhere where they're doing this. I don't know. But I don't know why they would be, because we're going to get to it, but it's such a tiny fraction of traffic compared to the huge traffic. This would be like Google traffic. This would be like their traffic like this. But maybe even this percentage of internet traffic could make you a millionaire. Could it? So we're going to find out. All right. So first off, let's talk about the Halloween update. What is that? Well, that's what I'm calling it. Quite recently on Barry Schwartz, old Barry, silly Billy Barry, who's all grumpy and frumpy and doesn't let me talk on his, we used to be friends. I don't know, now he's being a douchebag. But I presume, because he doesn't let me talk on the Discord and help people. There's a problem with being a vocal critic of the industry. People in the industry stop liking you. I don't know why that is, but that's what happens when you keep telling the emperor he has no clothes. The emperor and his if you forgive my French, I'm about to use some nasty words. The emperor and his dick-sucking following, like this guy right here, sucking on the teat of this right here for no money whatsoever. I'll remind you. At least that's what he claimed, that they pay him no money, and I believed him at the time. Just follows the white hat rhetoric and propaganda, which has helped nobody, and has helped Google have. Oh, by the way, Google has had its best quarter. Google best quarter ever. As you can see, their first ever quarter with $100 billion in revenue. Their best quarter. They had their best quarter ever this last quarter. There's a reason for that. What's the reason for that? Because they successfully killed SEO. They've successfully killed SEO. Don't believe me? Okay, look. In the United States they have. Around the rest of the world, SEO has never been more popular. Look here on Google Trends. Look here, Google Trends. Search engine optimization in the rest of the world here has never been more popular. Like in Canada, it's still, it's equally as popular, 57 compared to, it's the same popularity in Canada, because after it being super popular, we realized, we still need to do it. we still need to do SEO. Nothing has changed. Google still has 90% of the traffic, so nothing has really changed. We still need SEO traffic drastically. And in places like, United Kingdom, for example, it's still, last time I checked, it's just as high as it was. You see it peaked, everything, all of that peaked right there, right? Boom, 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 boom. Still 37 around here, kind of the same, gone back to the same levels it's been for the last couple of years. But for some reason, I don't know why, in the United States, boom, it has plummeted to its lowest popularity ever, ever. Can you guys see this? If I maximize this, can you guys still see the screen? Yeah? Let me stop. Let me just make sure you guys can see this, that I'm sharing the whole thing. It has gone down to its lowest popularity ever. Here it was, well, actually, the lowest popularity, that's kind of the same as it was around here. So it's kind of gone back to where it was when people were like, oh my God, SEO is the most important thing. What's happening with it? Oh my God, let's do it again. But this is not only, and this is not only because of people in the rumor mill saying that SEO is dead. That's what some people have in my mentorship group has suggested, that because we're trying to figure out these statistics to see which way it's going. We're thinking about everything. Like we are the top SEO group. We got our finger on the pulse of everything. And we're like, the instant that ChatGPT gets you more traffic or any viable traffic, we will pivot to it. And you see I made 2 courses. So obviously we have included it for some reason, which I'm going to show you the stats in a second. But I think the main reason why you see this huge peak here in Google Trends for all those countries, and you'll see it in Google Ads as well in a second, is because people need to do it. Because they're like, wow, we need to make money. People need to do it. The economy is going terrible. They can't afford the Google Ads anymore. I don't know if you guys know either, but Google Ads is terrible. I don't know if I'll be able to find a news article about it. I'll check. I might not be able to find one, but I've talked with consultants in this industry. Google Ads does not convert, wastes money. Let's see if Google will allow this. Yeah, Google Ads campaign does not convert. Google Ads may not convert and waste money if you have poor targeting. Yeah, sure. Stop wasting money on Google Ads. Do this instead. There is a lot of reasons why. Yeah, of course, F off. If I go to ChatGPT here instead, where I might be able to get something, I find that Google Ads does not actually make very much money at all, and it costs far more than it used to. Can you find any evidence of anyone else saying this? We'll see if it can find anybody. But you see, I can help you show up here for that search. I know exactly what they're doing. So let's see. Quietly shifting budgets away from non-branded search. Click-through rates fell 26%. From 5.47 to 4%. Wah, wah. An agency article has suggested that there's diminishing returns on Google Ads. And it has the law of diminishing returns. That's right. I know some guy who did a TED Talk a decade ago. That's me, by the way, for anybody new in the industry. I did have a TED Talk about this, a TEDx talk. I'm sorry. My lovers out there get all pissy when I say a TED Talk. It was a TED Talk. It was a TEDx talk. They're easy to get. Oh yeah, have you ever gotten one? No. Fuck off. Anyway, it wasn't that easy to get. I had to submit my paper. It was just as hard as getting into like an academic journal, which my wife has done when we were doing MAs and I was doing a PhD. She was doing a PhD, and just as hard as getting into an MA program was getting into this TEDx talk. So it wasn't effing easy. Anyway, I said that, well, okay, and everybody knows with the closed bidding system that necessarily psychologically drives up bids over time, right? And now nobody has any money. Everything's a grift. Everything's a shill. The economy's in the toilet. So people are just don't even see the ads anymore. They don't even look at the ads. They just scroll right by because like, oh yeah, it's a cheesy ad, salesy, sleazy, move down and find something, right? So there's still a lot of people clicking, but no one's getting any purchases. Or they click it and they're like, I'm not sure. I'm smelling a sale here. I'm out. Consumers are so hypersensitive to a sale, and it's affecting me as well. I am the most truthful guy when it comes to SEO, when it comes to anything really. I as you could tell, I have mild autism. People with autism are very forthright, and they have what did the doctor say to me? An overdeveloped sense of justice. Does that sound familiar? An overdeveloped sense of justice. I'm like, oh, I've been autistic all my life because I'm 50 and because I grew up in the 90s. They're like, autism what? Can you put a spoon in your mouth and feed yourself? Then fuck off. Get out of here. You're fine. Canadian medical system. Unless you have someone with serious diseases, they're very good for the serious diseases. They put you in right away. Best care in the world. Heart attack, diabetes, cancer, stuff like that. Some minor little thing that the society doesn't give a shit about, F you, get out of here. So there's no way I was getting an autism diagnosis. I was just a nerd. That's just what you were. That was the diagnosis, nerd. That's what it was. Geek. So yes. Anyway, guys, I'm the most truthful guy. And so I forget why I was going to say that truthful part. I was going to say that part. But yes, I said in my TEDx talk, it's going to be reducing costs. It costs more, makes less intuition. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Everybody is so hypersensitive to grift now. And you should be. You should be hypersensitive to grift. There are a lot of grifts out there. I fully admit that. I'm not one of them, guys. I'm not going to rip you off. I have a solid student base who has stayed with me for 8 years. 8 years, and a solid fan base who stayed with me a good 7 years before that. You can search my name anywhere you want. You're not going to find a lot of people saying Josh ripped me off or Josh, everything that Josh does is a grift. Is stuff I've been related to have failed in the past? Sure. Has business I've been related to failed? But I haven't lied. I've never lied. Right? So anyway, again, my business model is to have a symbiotic relationship with the ranker and the knowledge provider or the service provider. That's me. If I didn't do that well, no one would rank, and I wouldn't have survived in the industry this long and been, quite frankly, one of the only ones to have still survived in this industry. Whereas everyone else is gone, as I showed you in the in the Google Trends. So yes, it looks like Google ads are up. So this sounds like it could explain why in Google Trends, SEO had a huge boost recently, but has plummeted down to nothing because it's super difficult, but that has nothing to do with Google ads. And also could explain, I was going to explain something else. My mind is very distracted this morning because of all the stuff going on. Yeah, I'm not going to ask it this, never mind. So, okay, so anyway, Google has had its best quarter. Oh yes, right. But people are still clicking on Google ads and don't know what to do. But because buyers are so ultra sensitive of any kind of grift or corruption, and they should be, because that's how the way the world is going, people click on your ad, but they don't make purchases. Could this explain why also Google destroying SEO and forcing people to go to Google ads? Could that explain why they've had their best quarter ever on record? And don't take it from me, take it from ChatGPT and people. Yes, many of your ideas you're raising are backed by observations and commentary in the industry. So it's not definitive proof, of course not, but there are multiple threads of evidence that align with these patterns. So, I mean, that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on. But I'm here to help you. When you're in SU University, you work closely with me. You know, you can say, hey, Josh, I don't think this is, this is not, you didn't give me the knowledge. I'll be like, yes, I did. Here it is. Did you read it? Did you view it? Oh, I have to actually view the videos. Yeah, you actually have to view the videos, or if you have Gemini, you can get it to summarize it. The group has never been better because there's so many ways to learn. If you have Gemini in Google Drive there, as you saw, you could just ask Gemini to summarize the videos or summarize this, summarize that. You can learn how to do proper SEO, actually backed by science that will actually rank you. And I have the wins to prove it. I have the evidence to prove all this. You want the evidence? You want me to show you the proof? Email me, show me the proof, and I will show you the proof. I will show you the folder of our wins. I'll show you our wins channel. You'll see that we know how to rank now, today, in the AI overview and in ChatGPT. But anyway, so I digress. So that's the environment we find ourselves in. And in this environment, Google has done the Halloween update. They have done the Halloween update. Oops. Let's go back here to Barry Schwartz here. Yes, so, and they always do this kind of update around. So let's see, this guy's down 42%. His traffic is down. Google News has hardly been updated anymore. I don't know, that has nothing to do with anything. My news site is still in Discover, but only for an hour at most. Yeah, that's because Okay, all right. All right, I don't know who this person is, but I hope they hear this and I can help them. Sell your news site now. Okay? Sell your news site now or pivot to something new. Google is only going to use this as grist for the AI overview. What's the AI overview? This is the AI overview. The AI overview is this thing here. That's what it is. And Google's going to take all your news and put it in here. So that's not what you want to do. Search Console is still down. Yep. What does he mean by that? That's this. Google had a num100. Google banned. Okay, so this is the other debacle. I'll go through it super fast. People scrape Google search results and they take it to 100 to get results. Google turned off the num100 URL parameter that you put in here to get the 100 results. So people couldn't do that anymore. Most notably ChatGPT, who was, when they did those web searches, was scraping Google. They still do, by the way, if they can, but they use multiple other sources, which is one thing I've discovered in my experiment. Here's a free golden piece of advice that took thousands of dollars to get, theoretically. Well, hundreds of dollars, really, if I'm being realistic. I need to tone down the hyperbole. Click, click, click. Ooh, hyperbole going down. There we go. So hundreds of dollars to get, really. It didn't take me that long on ChatGPT. The entire scientific testing program for these kinds of things took tens of thousands of dollars to build up over 8 years. But anyway, which does give us a platform to make educated guesses that no one else can make because of experiments 5 years ago. Experiments 5 years ago and how this all works, internet marketing works, how engines work, how AI technology works, how RAG works, how these companies work, how they monetize this best, how users behave. All of those, all of that scientific data feeds into all my predictions I can make now. So it's all relevant. But anyway, even though it's a new system and it's weird, it's like, wow, this isn't Google. Wow, but I know how to put something here. Wow, that's fucking weird. Anyway, we did it for YouTube too, but don't look at my channel for examples of how to rank on YouTube. I don't bother. I don't have the time. And plus I have a shadow ban on my account. So what's the point? I'll probably have to abandon this account at some point and probably move to another one because I have a shadow ban on it. Anyway. Okay, what was I saying? Yes, the Halloween update. Oh yeah, this guy. Of course, Search Console is also down. So what do you mean by that? But the funny thing in the num100 debacle is that Search Console, which is a different company from Google Search, under the Alphabet umbrella, they're literally different companies. They don't talk to each other really, and you could tell because Search Console also went down. It didn't go down. It just doesn't show you. This gets wrong. It didn't go down. It just doesn't show you the full 100 results. Therefore, any impressions you got on people auto-scrolling down past page 2, you don't see anymore. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a past video on it, or I can show you quickly. But it shows you, Search Console still works, but it only shows you the top 20, and your average in the top 20, and your impressions and clicks for the top 20. But it still works. It works perfectly fine. And in some ways, it works better because all of the impressions, clicks, all the impressions and rankings of your deep pages past page 2 were just noise that was kind of getting out of the way for the important pages anyway. So now they just kind of are showing you the important pages. So you can almost call it you can almost call it a feature and not a bug. But again, the diagnostic data that we could use, we're like cardiologists. We can see that line in Search Console, and we can tell you in many cases exactly what's going on with your site and what you need to fix. If anyone wants me to show you that, send me your site or pay me for an audit, and we can. I'll show you exactly how that works. But anyway, or if I'm feeling, I'm feeling generous. Send me a site, and I'll do an audit for it. But anyway. What was I saying? But yes, a lot of the traffic from 20 to 100 had a lot of diagnostic, for us, diagnostic. There's a lot of stuff you could do. You could diagnose. It had a good diagnostic, as they'll say in medicine. It had good diagnostic value to see that. But anyway. It is not totally useless to see the top 20 ranks, and that's what they show you. He's down 42%. Someone else said they were down 42%. Both of you are down 42%. That's kind of weird. Anyway, uh, snap back at 10 a.m. sharp, and now is erasing the losses. So they put it out, then they flipped it back, then they put it out, then they flipped it back. I'm sorry, Lisa, but the blogs you manage, you should sell or find another way to monetize them, because if the information age is dead, the AI age has killed it, and the AI overview is going to eat your lunch. So find some other way to monetize these information sites or sell them is what I recommend. So obviously they're doing things back and forth, and they're testing things out. Uh, but anyway, they always, as this guy is saying, as Mr. Bean is saying, he's correct. Google always release updates, confirmed or unconfirmed, during the festive seasons, Black Friday period. This is true. This is true. They're super unstable. So this, okay, good. This is what I was looking for. So this piece of evidence alone from my scientific testing tells me what has happened, right? They dipped sharply on the 28th, then they're bounced back a bit on the 30th, and they're super unstable, right? This is a quality spam update, which is not surprising because that's quite frankly the only kind of update that Google really makes anymore are quality spam updates, because they're using their AI. They've perfected a search engine at this point. Like, there's only so many tweaks you can make. They've pretty much perfected it, and now they're only building AI to find spam. And the other side of the spam coin is quality. So they're trying to promote quality, and they're trying to demote spam is what they're trying to do, right? And they have AIs that do this, and their AIs are very smart. And so does that mean you should just write your page and forget about SEO? No, you'll never rank that way. You still need to do SEO. You still need to have the right words in the right places at the right frequency. But what that is and what the frequency is, you have to be very, very, very careful. So join SEO University. We can help you determine what that is and how to do it. 1 second. Okay. So has anybody here been affected by the Halloween update? Let's have a quick chance for discussion. Has anyone here been affected by that update? If you have, let me know. Put your questions in the chat. Turn on your microphone or in the Zoom, in the YouTube here. Sad. Dear reader says sad. Hashtag sad. Yes. Hashtag sad. If you guys have any, if you guys have anything you want to add there, please let me know. Any questions you might have, let me know. Okay. Now, so what do I want to talk about today? So what I want to talk about today is GEO. And I want to talk about whether it's time to move over to that. Some people might have listened to this and been like, well, I guess that means it's time, right, Josh? It's time to move over to GEO. And the answer would be maybe. Maybe, actually, it might be true. Let me explain. So let me show you here my newsletter I put out. So issue number 26, Long Live SEO. SEO versus GEO, what are the real stats? So here, go past the ad for SEO University, Underground SEO University, here we go. Okay, SEO, what are the real stats? Should I be doing or selling SEO, or should I be doing or selling GEO by the numbers? Now, a few months ago, I showed, not months ago, a week or two ago, a few weeks ago, I showed that out of all the internet traffic, Google has 90% still. It's still around 90%. It's been hovering around that forever, hovering around 90%. Whereas ChatGPT has the lion's share of the AI market, and it is 0.5% of total internet traffic. Now let's just sit here and digest that for a second. Google has still around 90% of the internet traffic. Bing has more than 0.5%. Bing has like 1 or 2%. So from that perspective, you'd be better off with Bing, kind of, from that perspective. And YouTube has far more than 0.5%. YouTube has something like 20% of internet traffic or something around there. It is by far the second biggest after Google search, and always has been. This stat has not changed for a decade, right? And this went down by a little bit, then it's bounced back. Okay, so ChatGPT, Perplexity has like nothing, like 0.2% of internet traffic. Cloud even less, like probably like 0.0 something percent. But ChatGPT has a lion's share of the AI market. It definitely, from all the AI generative engines that you would do GEO for, and that's what GEO stands for, Generative Engine Optimization. ChatGPT is a generative engine. It generates text when you prompt it, right? So all of them. All these LLMs are generative. They don't have to be. A large language model can be something else, but they're generative. They generate text from a prompt. It's autocomplete on steroids. When you ask it about red apples, it's like, this is what people normally say about red apples. And if you're like, what are the best red apples? This is what people, it takes two things statistically. Mathematically, what do people say when you see the words, what are the best? And you see the answer to that, best anything. And what do people say when they talk about red apples? And if you put those together, if that's the search query it selects, you would have noticed when it did the web search up here, it selected a certain search query from, when it did the web search up here, actually, it selected a certain search query from this. It didn't plug all this text into the search. It boiled this down into a search query. That is another major clue as to how to do SEO for ChatGPT, or how to do optimization for ChatGPT. You have to suss out and be able to determine what the search query is going to be. And then you need to know on what engines are they doing that search. And it's multiple engines. So it's still SEO because SEO is majorly involved because there's a search engine there you need to optimize for. And then you need to optimize for the second layer of them pulling it in with a technology called RAG. And RAG, again, is their indexation and crawling, so to speak, that they do on the fly. So it's a totally different ballgame. It's a brand new world. It's a totally different ballgame. It's a brand new world. And you got to determine what the search query is there. Anyway, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. So ChatGPT is the biggest generative engine that right now you need to worry about. I wouldn't even think about the rest of them. Although all these courses that I did here, all of these courses I did here for SEO University under the ChatGPT testing, we are very precise in SEO University, and so I will say, if you put my boots to the fire in the group and say, what engine is this for? I'll say ChatGPT. But I know that I know that this course that I did here on the 27th, it will apply to Perplexity as well. It will also apply to Perplexity. It will apply to Cloud. It'll apply to Llama. This will apply to your homegrown LLM, unless you fine-tuned it in very, very, very strange ways. This will apply to, actually, it wouldn't apply to your homegrown LLM. It depends on where you got your corpus. But anyway, this course will apply to all of them, no matter which one wins the war. But the chances of Perplexity or Cloud winning it are about 1 in a million right now. Much more likely, I say about a 30% chance, 20% chance they'll get bought out or fail by a bigger company like ChatGPT, which will probably get bought out or fail by either Microsoft entirely, or will get bought out or fail by Google entirely. I still say Google's going to win this race. Google has the user base. They have the search traffic, as I just showed you. They have the users. They had their best quarter ever because of destroying SEO, making it hard. And of course, there's other chaos going in the United States. That's why you saw that line plummet so far down. There's other chaos going on there right now. People are very scared, rightfully so. I don't blame you at all. In fact, I sympathize with you. We're scared too. Of all the chaos. Anyway, this course here will apply to any LLM. This is specifically for ChatGPT and anything that uses RAG like ChatGPT does. But both these courses, quite frankly, would apply to all of them, so you don't really have to worry. Josh, if I buy your GEO courses, will they apply to everything? Yeah, pretty much thus far. Although I do admit I tested them specifically in ChatGPT to be precise. It was science, you need to be precise, right? Anyhow, so it's like, okay, well, if I did this GEO, this generative engine optimization, I would get around 0.5% of total internet traffic right now. Okay. Now let's digest that number for a second. That's half a percent point. But how many users is that, right? What is 0.5% of internet traffic 2025? That is still a fuck ton of people. It's about to tell you. Oh yeah. So what is in terms of people, searchers, eyeballs? Uh, yes, the daily online activity of millions of people or billions of individual searches. 0.5% would be huge. There are approximately 5.64% people using the internet. Only about 49% of total internet traffic is human. The volume of 0.5% of uh, half of this. So that's the volume. 0.5% of this annual search volume, 5 trillion, is 25 billion searches per year, or roughly 68 million searches per day. That's still a lot, right? That's still a lot of people. So you might want to move over to it. That's going to be the upshot that I would say here. So this is from something I've already done, right? So I did the past traffic. I found out what the searches share of for ChatGPT was based on multiple statistics, the best statistics we find, and it's about 0.5% of total internet traffic. And as I just showed you there, if you do the math, 0.5% of all internet traffic is a huge fucking number. Now, will they make purchases? Are they going to make any purchases on ChatGPT? Are they scared to do that yet? We don't know. Will it convert on ChatGPT? We don't know yet. Is it people in your niche? Are you disproportionately reduced on ChatGPT because everybody there is a Luddite or more of a Luddite and won't be using the new fandangled technology? Or do you skew tech, or you skew young or something, and you have even more people on ChatGPT? If that is the case, and I'm telling you right now how easy it is to optimize for GEO based on the experiments I've done, they have no spam team, right? This is all new, baby. They have no spam team. So it is based on the science and based on the preliminary results we have. I won't lie to you and say, oh, we've done it 1,000 times, super easy. I won't lie to you like everybody else. I will tell you the truth. The truth is, based on the science of the 2 tests I've done, and the single variable testing I've done, which led to field testing. There's states of testing you have to do a proper scientific program. And because I was educated in a science adjacent discipline, I did an interdisciplinary MA in philosophy and psychology, neuroscience, and then I was doing a PhD in philosophy, neuroscience, and psychology. So I kind of understand, and we actually did science. I actually read. I was involved in the scientific process. I didn't wear a lab coat, but I analyzed the science and how science works. And it didn't work in a lab, but that's the science you see on TV. That's not real science. Real science happens in the armchair. Actually, that's now when I'm having a theoretical versus practical science debate. But theoretical science is as much sciencey as practical science, if not more, because that's where you come up with all the ideas, and then these people down here test it for you, and then you're like, oh, it works. In your ivory tower, you're like, oh, it works, eureka. Anyway. I do both. I wear both hats here, but it's actually can be, all the data is pointing to super easy to get into ChatGPT. Theoretically speaking, and the 2 or 3 results we had doing it, getting into ChatGPT and Perplexity, which I could show you, correspond with that. Do we need more testing? Yes, we need 1,000 more tests. This is so new. Everything is new. We need to do more testing. But it's got me stroking the beard. It's got me stroking the beard here like this, going, this is dead easy. There is 0.5% of all internet traffic, all internet traffic. It's my Trump impression. All internet traffic, the whole thing. Sorry, it's not very good. I feel dirty. Hold on a second. I gotta take a sip. Release the files. Okay, so all internet traffic. 0.5% of all internet traffic is a lot. It's a fuck ton. So if you got extra time, so based on that data, it was like, it could be. It's like, it could make it worth it. The $1 million question, and literally it's $1 million question. You could make $1 million if you make the right choice here. Literally, like big. You can make big money if you make the right choice here, because we are at the early stages of the biggest boom in the history of our human economy. there is room there for you. This is the gold mine. Um, but the question is, the huge big money question is it going to keep going that way, right? How, ever since that plummet, how is the market reacting? Is SEO coming back? And so I did a deeper dive with Google Ads and to see the traffic trends and then to try to compare it with actual searches. You get an idea, yeah, well, how many people is actually looking for GEO? Like, and that's the other thing. Are you going to do GEO and make money by selling to people? Or are you going to go one step up the chain, like I do mostly? I operate mostly in this sphere. Are you going to sell SEO? Are you going to sell GEO consulting, sell GEO services, or are you going to teach people how to do GEO? You're going to do some kind of consultant tier level, which I've done all of the above from the bottom up to that. And how many people are searching GEO? Is that what they're searching? Are they searching AI optimization? What are they searching? Well, this is what I want to find out in this on today's topic in the newsletter. So I did. So let's look at that data. So at first we're like, it could be good, but is it going down or is it going up? Which way is it going? That's what we're going to find out to give a final verdict. So anyway, as I said here, even from that perspective, you want to do SEO day in, day out. It still has 89.5% more traffic, theoretically. However, as I said here, then again, 0.5% internet traffic, depending on what they pay, could make you a millionaire, literally. So it might be worth doing. And if you reply to this, I can show you the experiments. We could talk about it, blah, blah, blah. But anywho, back to the main point. From the number of searches, who wins? SEO or GEO or AI SEO? And the answer is SEO still by far. So wah, wah. So the answer still is SEO by far. SEO by far. If we look at this, you can see here, search engine optimization is got 40,000. You see it dipped hugely, but it's coming back. AI optimization, however, is growing at 1,300. So AI optimization is a real thing, but what do they want? And look how much people are bidding, $6 to bid. So there's money behind it, and it's coming up. It's up. This is the low bid, by the way, $7 for search engine. AI optimization is almost as high. But what do they want? If I search AI optimization, is this AI optimization for SEO? What is this? No, it's L optimization. Look at this. LLM optimization, AI optimization, AIO. Why is it important? Top ways to ensure kind of, well, yeah, look at that. This is AI optimization. This is how to AI search and agents for LLMs. And that's what it bolts. Look, this is what Google thinks it is. Wow, I didn't actually check this when I was making the newsletter. I just got the stats and said, who knows what it will be for. But it looks like this is actually, where is it? Where is it? Fucking, it looks like this is actually, these 1,300 searches per month are looking for GEO. So is this going to win? AIO? Is that going to be the win? We're so new, we don't even know what the fucking acronym is going to be. Do you guys feel me? Do you hear what I'm saying? This is so new, we don't even know what the goddamned acronym is going to be yet. So AI optimization has 1,300 searches. So those are good, clean 1,300 searches, which are growing and getting bigger. You could try to go for now. But GEO has a huge amount of searches, far more, 46,000 roughly here. And it went hugely up and it went down, but it's going back up. But GEO is split amongst, if you search GEO, it is all different kinds of stuff, right? It's geographic this, geographic that. It's totally mixed. So GEO might not win, even though I separated it out. The huge boost it got, what I did is I looked here at the huge boost it got, right? I did this in Google Trends. I can do this for you live if you want, but I was like, okay, here, this is 46,000 searches right here, normally. Then it boosted up here to 90,000. And then it went back down to around, no. I can't remember the math exactly. Let me do it in Google Trends again. Google Trends, GEO. not in Canada, worldwide. Actually, I'll do United States because they spend money. Okay, past 5 years, boom. Here's that big jolt. But you see, it's still going up over time. You see that the trend, the vector line, if you imagine a straight line among all these, it's still going up, right? If you imagine a line amongst all these, it's still vectoring up. And quite frankly, here is 46%, 45%, kind of the normal. Maybe, I don't know, maybe GEO is not the thing to be using. Google doesn't think it does, but Google thinks AIO is. I thought based on the kind of math that I was doing before, it looked like there could still be people in GEO trying to do it. So anyway, the jury's out onto whether this acronym will win or this acronym will win, okay? The jury is still out, whether this will win or this will win. This clearly, you have 1,300 people right now. You could try to sell your AI optimization to try to get them in ChatGPT, and all you have to do is buy my courses, and you could do it tomorrow. You could do it today. My courses are only 2 or 3 hours each. You could watch it and then start getting clients dinner time, right? And say, I know how to do this. Or you can get clients now, watch it, and then you'll know how to do it by next week. And there's people here you could possibly do. Oh, can't see the screen? Thank you, John. So here's the AI optimization of GEO I was talking about here. There we go, thanks. Here's the AI optimization of GEO I was talking about here. So there's 1,300 on AI optimization, bidding a lot. And people on GEO are bidding like nothing. So I don't know if GEO actually is the acronym. I think I made a mistake. I think it's hard to tell. It's like there could easily be 5,000 people in here. This number is so big, it's like trying to see 3i Atlas past the sun. The sun puts out so much light, you can't see the comet past it, right? And this is the same thing. This is putting out so much light, you can't see if there's 5,000 people in here who are looking for generative engine optimization. Is there 10, 20, 30? I thought I saw a signal of that. Or is this literally the one to go for AI optimization? You can't tell. I hope that acronym makes sense. But, so it looks like at first glance, you might even think that GEO is winning and SEO has gone down. But when you look again, you see SEO here is gone down, but it's going back up. People have thought that GEO is the new thing and we're flying from SEO to do GEO. And then they realize that there's nobody on it and that they don't know how to do it. And so they're going back to SEO because Google Ads sucks, right? The conversions are down. I showed you that statistic. The conversions are down. Organic has always been the place to be because Google Ads has always been a racket, and it's just the worst racket it's ever been now. It's just every year it gets to be a worse racket. And that's why Google, again, has had the best quarter they've ever had, ever. 100 billion in revenue in 3 months. Count them, 1, 2, 3. 3 months, 100 billion in revenue. That is $33 billion they're making per month. Per month. Anyway, but SEO is coming back because people are like, well, we can't afford Google Ads. They don't convert. You know, I've had business owners tell me this, and I've tested it and seen it myself. The margins are razor thin. Razor thin. You spend $5,000 on Google Ads, you make $5,050 back. You can't run a business on that. You need to do SEO. Need to do it. So SEO took a hit, but it's coming back up. GEO is taken up with at least 50% other topics. At least 50% other topics. And there are so many other SEO related terms. Like they all took a hit. See, this is fascinating. They all took a hit, but they all came back up. Is that too small to see? Can you guys see that? Do you want me to show you this in a different screen here? And you see how much money people bid. It's lucrative, right? There's money behind it. How much they bid, how much it's going up. See, it's going back up. And see, there's hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of searches for all these SEO related queries. And the terms keep going and going and going and going for pages. Whereas there's really 2 terms for a generative engine optimization. It was GEO, which again, I couldn't tell if it was 40,000 people doing GEO or 400. I can't tell. But there was definitely 1,300 people doing the AI optimization, and you saw Google knows what that's for. So people are coming back to SEO. Was the uptick, and all signs right now point to SEO for the win. But don't forget that zero point 0.5, then again, 0.5% of internet traffic, depending on what they will pay you and if they will convert, could make you a fucking millionaire. And AIO is going up. Here's the other very important piece of information. Look at this. AIO, which we know is related to it, is going up, right? Again, let me show you this. Let me show you this thing again. This graph is going up. RIP is going up in this direction. It is a growth industry. SEO was a shrinking industry, and now it's growing again because it has to. So you got to still do SEO. But if you've got any extra time, or if you're like, I'm finding SEO extra hard, or I'm just like that, Josh. I want to be in the place that's growing. I want to be in a growth industry. I don't want to be in this industry that can still be very meticulous and difficult and have my enemy, Google, with more money than they've ever known what to do with. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. They're gonna forget about SEO. They're gonna forget about us completely. They're gonna be they will. I've told my group this for years, and Bjorn could probably attest. I told my group this for years. There will come a time when Google moves on to other things, namely trying to win the AI race of generative services and products, agent services and products, and they will forget about search engine. They will forget about SEO because they don't fucking care. They've perfected their anti-spam algorithms, and there will be a final proper way of doing SEO that I have found most of, and I will continue to find, and we will be able to put our pages in place. And as long as we provide quality, and we're going to have to provide quality, as long as we provide quality, Google's not going to care, not going to notice. No one will complain because our pages are great and they get exactly what they want because we're not making spam. We're automating white hat processes to make high quality, helpful pages. And we will still be making millions. There's still $1 billion industry, still tons of money to make here for SEO. And it's coming back up, as you can see. It went down, but it's coming back up. However, though, so you shouldn't give up on it. It's still the place to be, still where you know they will convert, still where you know where they're gonna buy. However, and we know how to do it. We have tried, tested, and true methods we've been doing for decades. However, if you're the kind of person who likes being in a growth industry and or you have extra time on your hands, as many of my students do, they've already perfected this and they're like, they don't have anything to do. If you've got extra time on your hands, this is going to go up and up and up and up. And right now, ChatGPT is the major one. Right now, ChatGPT is the one to beat. So you might want to go for it. If I had more time, I definitely would. I would for sure if I had more time. I don't. These companies I run are a nightmare and they take up all my time and make all my hair gray. Being 50 could have had something to do with that too. But look at videos of me from 5 years ago even, or 10 years ago for sure, 5 years ago, and I didn't look this old, that's for sure. It's like Obama. You know, it's like he goes in all svelty black, he comes out as a silver fox with all the stresses. But anyway, so that's the show for today, guys. If you have any other questions, please throw them in the chat. Ask me here, ask me anything while I make my final point here. I'll give you guys 20 seconds to throw in questions. Or if you guys have private questions in the Zoom, let me know and we can stay on and I can open up the vault and be much more expansive within reason to what I say. I can't teach you for an hour, but I can answer questions much more candidly. But this is interesting. This is positive. So SEO did take a hit for sure. Did you see on all those keywords? It's like, zoop, but it's are all coming back up like that. So SEO is coming back. Okay, great. It's still the place to be. Google Ads is the worst it's ever been. Making Google the most amount of money. If Google's making money, we're crying, right? Either we're up and they're crying, or they're or either they're up and we're crying, or we're up and they're crying. That's how it works. They're the coyote, we're the roadrunner. That's the way it is, right? And so, and it doesn't have to be. Google doesn't have to be greedy. They don't have, like, how much money do you need to make? You know, I'm sorry, I just don't get it. How much money do you need to make, quite fucking frankly? But anyway, Um, SEO is still the place to be. It's coming back. It's moving up. We know how to do it. If you want to learn how to do it, email me. Show me the proof. Email me the words. Show me the proof, and I will show you the proof. And if you want the SEO proof, I'll show you that. You want the GEO proof, I'll show you that. I'll show you both. But if you're the adventuring type, if you're the kind who are like, I smell gold, like I felt as a teenager in the 90s when I got my first job in tech at the University of Winnipeg, building computer networks, computer labs, fixing computers. And I learned HTML on my own. I bought a book this thick on HTML. I learned JavaScript on my own. I learned cascading style sheets when it first came out in the late 90s. And I went to teach it. And that's how I made my money in the dot-com boom, is I could find a place to teach. I'm a good teacher. I could find a place to teach. I get paid $50 an hour, which for me at 19, 20, and 21, in the 90s in Winnipeg was a lot of money. That was good money, $50 an hour, right, at the time. My first house in Winnipeg I bought cost me only $43,000 Canadian. It was a 3-bedroom townhouse with 2 bathrooms and a finished basement for $43,000. You can't even buy a tiny home for $43,000 these fucking days. So that tells you how much $50 an hour was. That's how I made my money there. And it's the same here, guys. It's the same here. I smell the same gold on the wind, guys. It's here. It's here. So if you're enterprising, you definitely should watch this space. You should watch my show. I'm watching this like a hawk. I will report back to you. At some point, this show could very well pivot to a GEO show. At some point, my entire career could pivot to fuck Google, although I probably never will because I've spent so much time and money. I have it on lock. Why would I ever give it away? It's like I've perfected, I don't know, I can't think of a good example. I've perfected how to make the perfect fettuccine Alfredo and people are buying it like crazy and enjoying it like crazy. Why would I decide to go and do sushi instead? Like, or and people love sushi. It's a bad example, but some kind of idea that people are like, I don't know, this is new. We don't know. What's this? Some like matter replicated food. I'll become a matter replication chef or something. Some kind of far-flung Star Trek future we're going to live in or something. Who knows? Why would I ever give that up? It's like I got it on lock. Of course, we'll keep it. But it's entirely possible and probably likely I will continue to add bits of AI optimization, of generative engine optimization, whatever, Leo, large language model optimization. Maybe we should call it Leo. Leo is kind of cool. It's the lion, Leo the lion. Maybe we should call it that. I don't know, but it's so early, we don't even know what to call it. It's so early, we don't even know what to optimize for because the users don't know what to search, right? And Google doesn't know, what do you mean? Like you want AI optimization for SEO, for us? Or you want AI optimization for one of the other AIs? Like what do you want? So that noise still needs to settle down, but I will continue doing it, of course. But if you're enterprising, you definitely should watch. You should watch me watching it and watch it yourself or watch it yourself. But you might even consider starting to do it. You might even consider that. If you skew tech, if you skew nerdy, if you skew young in whatever services or products you're offering, because you need a way to monetize, of course. The information age is over. You cannot monetize. It will be an uphill battle, and I would get out of this racket right now. If you have an information site you're selling ads on, or an information site that is something that Google AI Overview can easily steal and will, and just tell the users on the front page, and you would not get any money for it. I have people do have information sites, but they sell coupons. They have coupons. And Google has actually taken their coupon and put it in the AI Overview. So they're making money from Google's front page. People aren't even clicking to them. They don't care. It's their coupon code the AI Overview stole. Sorry, that was very suggestive. But if it's better than this, but if you have some way of doing that, something that makes you special on your page that the AI Overview either can't steal or I can steal it and I make my money off that. Go ahead, here's my coupon code. Then you can keep doing that. But you got to be clever. So join the group. We have all kind of brainstorming and ways of thinking of how you can do that. But otherwise, if you're in information in SEO, you should get out of it right now. Sell the site, get out of it right now, pivot to something else. Pivot to a hard product that Google can't steal from you, but you can still make money on SEO. Pivot to affiliate, pivot to digital real estate, something like that. There's plans in the works. Right now, SEO Copilot is on a little bit of a sleepy time. It's a little sick. It's on a sleepy time right now. I'm in between programmers trying to find someone else to help fix shit. If you know any Python programmers who are reliable and trustworthy, emphasis on reliable and trustworthy, let me know. It will come back. It'll come back. It might be down for a couple of weeks. Sorry, it's the way it is. You want SEO Copilot to run faster? Pay me more fucking money. And then if you don't, until such time, then you're gonna have to wait. That's what happens when you get a LTD offer, free offer. It could go down. Anyway, I know it's gonna piss people off, but again, guys, I'm not Trump. I didn't make the economy this way. Don't take your frustrations on the economy out on me. I didn't do this. All right, it's hurting me as well. I have to make money somehow. This is how I do it. So, and it's good quality information and a good quality program when it's working. Don't take your frustrations on the economy out on me. I didn't make it this way, but easily. I'm the guy who's pointing to the people who did make it this way, companies like fucking Google, and I'm the guy who's helping you fight against them. So don't take your frustrations out on me. Anyway, if you're an enterprising sort, you might just want to jump on the whatever it's going to be called bandwagon now, AI optimization, because there's 1,300 searches per month and it's climbing, right? You still might be able to do it. Now it's like up, it's like popular, oh, no one buys off it, never mind. Oh, it's popular again, oh, no one's buying off it, never mind. But that's going to keep going up. Like Bitcoin's going to keep going up. I'm not saying you should buy Bitcoin, but I'm saying maybe you should have done it 20 years ago, like I should have done it. And like the $1,000 when Bitcoin was $1,000 US, I usually charge around 1,000, 2,000 to 500, depending on what program you're on with me for an SEO audit usually. But you can email me. I'll give one of you guys one for free. If you need help, I'll email me. I'll select out of the ones who email me. I can give you an SEO audit for free, which again is usually $2,000 at the most. I've charged as much as $3,000 or $5,000 for an audit, depending on the size of the company, but and size of the website. But 1 second. But what was I talking about? Yeah, audits. Email me. I could do one for free. I'll choose amongst them. If you're an enterprising sort, if you're enterprising sort, you might want to jump on the AI optimization bandwagon now. Bjorn says, hope Copilot will come back. It's a good tool. I am taking a content break right now. Yeah, I agree, Bjorn. It will come back. It will come back in some form or another, either this form or maybe another form. I might pivot and who knows? But it'll be this form or some other kind of form. It makes SEO too easy. It's too integral for SEO. It's required for our processes. You really can't get ahead and successfully get ahead for years without AI and our experiments built into it. Like people are like, well, I'll just go to ChatGPT and generate the content. And I'm like, well, then you're going to fail because you still need to do SEO, and ChatGPT has no idea how to do SEO. You still need to have the right frequency of entities on your page. And entities are thousands of words that you have no idea what they're going to be. You have no idea what their weight is unless you calculate it. And you have no idea what the frequency should be because it's all based on your competitors. Only an AI can tell you this, right? So for that ranking factor alone, which is the biggest ranking factor in SEO Copilot, but also to find out what the keywords are that are easy to rank for to begin with, that's the winning combination. Don't have that, very hard to do it. But as Bjorn said, you can take a content break right now. Join SEO University. I can put you to work for 6 months on doing other kinds of SEO boosts. You'll be getting boosts like fucking crazy without touching your own page. You can work on this for months if you really wanted to squeeze every little bit of ranking juice out of it. Because ChatGPT can make backlink pages just fine because we don't give a shit if they rank. So, I didn't say that. That was hypothetical. I'm completely white hat AI. AI, I'm totally white hat. This is the honest truth. This is what I'm saying. I'm totally white hat, and that is the truth coming directly from the mouth of Josh Bashinsky. Okay, and I am. I just automate white hat processes. What I do. Okay, so if you're enterprising sort, you might want to try for it now. And if you skew tech, if you skew young, people might actually purchase. And you might learn some stuff, but you're in on the ground floor anyway. You're in a growth industry on the ground floor when there's not a lot of people, and you get to know everybody. You get to know what's going on in our group, and you guys are going to grow and make a lot of money. And I'm going to grow with you and make a lot of money in this, what is going to be a huge gravy train. So you might want to consider about it now. All right, guys. So I don't see any more questions or anything. Let's check YouTube quickly. Do you guys have any questions on the YouTubes? Any questions here at all? Kiara Julia says SEO Optimir Mini 100 to 1K plus 900%. Yeah, so I'm not sure which language that is. Is that Dutch? Is that from the Netherlands? That's my best guess. I could be totally wrong. But yeah. So thanks guys for listening and watching. Yes, it is big. Okay, John has a question. Do you want me to answer it here, John? Uh, uh, I'm just reading it quickly. Okay, this is an SEO Copilot question. I can take that offline. John will answer that offline. All right, great. So guys, thanks very much for listening and watching. This has been whether or not GEO or SEO, which way should you go? I've never said this before, but now GEO has a tiny little sliver, see my eye there, a tiny little sliver of a possibility of something you might want to do. So good luck in the SERPs, as I always say, but also good luck in the GURPS. Is that what we're calling them? The generative engine results page? Good luck in the GURPS. I don't know. Good luck with your burps, etc. Throw in any other dad joke in there you want. So thanks, guys. And let me stop broadcasting here, and then I will answer these questions.